Dear student, welcome back again in our today's session. So, as you can see that today we are going to discuss about on the topic methods of sample. In previous lecture, we have already discussed about the concept and the definition of sample. And now in this session, I'm going to discuss about the methods of sample. So before going to start our new topic, let's understand the concept of sample. If we talk about the sampling, so sampling is a way to get a small group of people, things, or data to represent a larger group. Think of it like this. Just imagine you have a big jar of jelly beans in a different colors and you want to know what colors are inside, but you don't want to count every single bean. So you take a small handful of beans out of the jar. This small handful is like a sample. By looking at the colors in this small group, you can make a good guess about the colors in the whole jar. In science, research and statistics, sampling is used to learn about a big group. If we talk about the methods of sample, so basically sampling methods are the techniques used to select a subset of individuals from a population to estimate the characteristics of the whole population. There are two main categories of sampling methods. The first one is probability sampling and the second one is non-probability sampling. Now, next we are going to discuss about the probability sampling in detail. So if we talk about the probability sampling, so basically probability sampling is a technique used in statistics to select a sample from a population in a way that every individual has an equal opportunities, equal chance of being chosen. This method ensures that the sample is representative of the population, allow for accurate inferences and generalization. So in simple terms, we can say that this type of sampling method in which all the members of the population has a pre-specified and an equal chance to be a part of the sample. This technique is based on randomization principle wherein the procedure is so designed which guarantees that each and every individual of the population has an equal chance, has an equal selection opportunity. And this type of method helps to reduce the possibility of biasness. In probability sampling, each member of the population is assigned a unique identifier and then random selection methods such as random numbers or lottery are used to select the sample. This approach eliminates the biasness and ensures that every individual has a known probability of being selected. So, probability sampling, it provides a reliable and unbiased way to collect the data, making it fundamental technique in a research survey and statistical analysis. This type of method helps researchers to make accurate conclusions and generalizations about the population based on the sample data. Now, next we are going to discuss about non-probability sampling. If we talk about non-probability sampling. So, as the name suggests, non-probability sampling is just opposite to the probability sampling. Let's understand the concept of non-probability sampling. So basically, non-probability sampling is a sampling techniques where the sample are gathered in a process that does not give all the individuals in the population equal chances of being selected. In simple way, we can say that non-probability sampling is a technique used in a statistics to select a sample from a population without ensuring that every individual has an equal chance, equal opportunity of being chosen. This method does not rely on a random selection, and the sample is often chosen based on convenience, expertise, or other non-random criteria. The selection of the participants is often subjective and may be influenced by factors such as availability, accessibility, expertise, or purposive selection. As a result, non-probability sampling can lead to a biased result, as the sample may not be representative of the whole population. Despite this, non-probability sampling is often used in exploratory research, pilot studies, or when time and resources are limited. Researchers should be aware of the potential limitation and biasness when using the non-probability sampling methods, and also consider alternative methods if possible. Overall, we can say that non-probability sampling provides a flexible and efficient way to collect the data, but requires a careful consideration of its limitation. Now, next we are going to discuss about the difference between probability and non-probability sampling. In this session, we will discuss about how probability sampling is different from non-probability sampling. So without further ado, let's understand. As you can see that if we talk about the probability sampling, so probability sampling, a probability method which gives the probability that a sample is representative of population. And on the other hand, if we talk about the non-probability sampling, in the absence of any idea of probability, the method of sampling is known as non-probability sampling. Now, the second one is probability sampling is generally used fundamental research in which the purpose is to be generalize the result. And on the other hand, if we talk about the non-probability sampling, so non-probability sampling is generally used in action research in which one studies a class without any generalization purpose. And the next one is it refers from the sample as well as the population. And on the other hand, if we talk about the non-probability sampling, so there is no idea of population. The next one is in probability sampling, every individual of the population has an equal chance, equal probability to be taken into the sample. And on the other hand, if we talk about the non-probability sampling, there is no probability of selecting any individuals. And now if we talk about the probability sampling, so it may be a representative of the population. But on the other hand, non-probability has free-form distribution. Now the next one is If we talk about the probability sampling, it is generally observation. Basically, observation are used for inferential purpose. And on the other hand, if we talk about the non-probability sampling, the observation are not used for generalization purpose. Now, same as we will discuss about the probability sampling. So probability sampling is a more complex, time consuming and expensive in comparison non-probability sampling. And if we talk about the non-probability sampling, so this method is a more straightforward, time effective and inexpensive. And on the other hand, if we talk about the probability sampling, so it is based on random or a chance. But on the other hand, in non-probability sampling, random techniques is not used when choosing a sample. If we talk about the probability sampling, so basically the sample selection, sample selects the representative randomly to be a part of the sample. But if we talk about non-probability sampling, so the sampler selects the subject articularly to be a part of the sample. And if we talk about the probability sampling, so this method is employed by researchers who want to monitor sampling bias. This method is free from biasness. And on the other hand, if we talk about the non-probability sampling, so basically the researcher is not concerned about the sampling biasness. And now the next one is probability sampling is helpful in an environment having a various population. And if we talk about the non-probability sampling, it is helpful in an environment that shares the similar features. So if we talk about the probability sampling, again, as you can see that finding the right audience is a very complicated. But in non-probability sampling, finding an audience is a very simple because we generally choose purposive method, convenience method in non-probability sampling. If we talk about the probability sampling, there is an equal chance of a selection for everyone in the population. But in non-probability sampling, everyone doesn't have an equal opportunity, equal chance to participate. Now the last one is researchers prefer to use a probability sampling in a quantitative research. But on the other hand, if we talk about the non-probability sampling, researchers often prefer the non-probability sampling method in a qualitative research. So overall, we can say that probability sampling is a kind of a method in which the selection of population, every person has an equal opportunity, equal chance to select as a sample. But on the other hand, if we talk about the non-probability sampling, every person doesn't have an equal chance, equal opportunity to be selected as a sample. Now, next we are going to discuss about the sampling methods. As we have discussed about the sampling method, we have discussed that there are two types of method. The first one is probability sampling and the second one is non-probability sampling. Sampling categorized in a broader term into two. First one is probability, second one is non-probability sampling. If we talk about the probability sampling further divided into four types. The first one is simple random sampling. Second one is stratified sampling. And the third one is systematic sampling. And the last one is cluster sampling. And if we talk about the non-probability sampling, non-probability sampling further divided into 5 types. The first one is purposive sampling, second one is quota sampling, third one is judgment sampling, next one is snowball sampling, and the last one is convenience sampling. Again, I repeat, sampling method. In previous slides, we have already discussed about that sampling methods can be categorized in a broader term into two. The first one is probability sampling, second one is non-probability sampling. Probability sampling further divided into 4 types. The first one is simple random sampling, second one is stratified sampling, next one is systematic sampling, and the last one is cluster sampling. And on the other hand, if we talk about the non-probability sampling further divided into 5 types. As you can see that the first one is purposive sampling, second one is quota sampling, next one is judgment sampling, and the next one is snowball sampling, and the last one is convenience sampling. So these are the types of sampling methods. In next lecture, we will discuss in detail, and that's all about today's lecture. Thank you.